In the vast tapestry of ancient wisdom, few concepts are as profound or as paradoxical as the Taoist idea of being and non-being. The Tao Te Ching famously states, "The 10,000 things in the world are born from being. Being is born from non-being." In our logical, four-dimensional world, this phrase presents an ultimate riddle. How can something, being, be born from nothing, non-being? And how can they exist in a state of eternal, dynamic unity? To our linear, causal minds, non-being is simply the absence of existence, a static void. But Taoism suggests it is something more. It is the ultimate source, a void of pure, fertile potential. And its relationship with being is not one of a one-time creation, but of a constant, fluid and circular dance. At the 11-dimensional model, the universal Tao, we propose a revolutionary answer. This ancient paradox is not a philosophical riddle, but a literal description of our cosmos. Our model provides the scientific blueprint, revealing that being and non-being are two inseparable phases of the universe's eternal cycle, all defined by the fundamental primary dimensions that exist beyond space and time. First, we see being as all of reality, galaxies, stars, life itself. Then, non-being emerges as a blank black void with just a single glowing point of potential at its center. And finally, the two flow into one another in a graceful loop, symbolizing a perpetual cycle, a unity of opposites at the heart of the Taoist paradox. In the Taoist view, non-being, or Wu, is not an absolute static void. Instead, it is the state of primordial potential, the unmanifest. It is the formless, timeless and limitless ground of all reality. You know, it can be likened to the uncarved block we discussed, a state of pure simplicity from which all things may arise. Being, or You, on the other hand, is the world of manifest reality, the cosmos of galaxies, stars, planets, and the 10,000 things that fill it. It's the world of form, name, and distinction that we experience in our four-dimensional existence. The paradox states that these two are not separate. They are two sides of the same eternal coin, and they give birth to each other. This is really the heart of Taoist cosmology, a universe of perpetual creation and dissolution, where the source of all things, non-being, is a state of active yet unmanifest potential. Now, let us consider the 11-dimensional model as it seeks to define the dual nature of reality. At the very center, we find a single glowing point representing the zero dimension. From this point, two subtle yet opposing forces emerge. One force pushes outward, representing the 10th dimension, a brilliant, radiant expansion. The other pulls inward, embodying the 11th dimension, dark, powerful and mysterious. These forces, they exist beyond any recognizable space or time, illustrating the profound duality at the heart of existence. Our 11-dimensional model, you see, provides a scientific framework for this ultimate duality. It defines being and non-being not merely as philosophical ideas, but as fundamental states of reality orchestrated by our primary dimensions. Non-being corresponds to the zero dimension. In our model, non-being is the state of the zero dimension, the dimensionless point of pure, unmanifest potential that exists beyond space and time. It is, well, the ultimate source, containing all possibilities within a state of elegant simplicity, simply awaiting manifestation. It is, as the ancients might say, the ultimate uncarved block. So being is, well, the entire manifest universe itself, the emergent reality of all 11 dimensions built from the perpetual dynamic interplay of the 10th and 11th dimensions. The cosmos we experience, with its structures, its energy and its complexity, is, in fact, the direct physical expression of being. Now, this means that non-being is not simply the absence of existence, rather it is the state of existence as the zero dimension in a form that honestly our limited minds just cannot comprehend. Part 3. The dimensional cycle, how being and non-being create each other. The expansion of the universe, representing Yang or the 10th dimension, leads to a high population of galaxies. Then the universe begins to contract, which is yin, or the 11th dimension, and all galaxies and black holes merge. Finally, the singularity, this return to non-being, rapidly transitions back into a new Big Bang, the return to being. The profound paradox of how being and non-being give birth to each other finds its elegant resolution in the cyclical cosmology of our model. It is really the eternal cosmic breath of the universe, and each phase gives rise to its opposite. Non-being gives birth to being, often described as the Big Bang. The universe begins its cycle in a state of ultimate unity, the zero dimension of non-being. This state of pure potential transitions into being through the dominance of the 10th dimension, or yang, whose expansive drive pushes reality outwards in a monumental Big Bang. The result then is the emergence of space, time, and the 10,000 things of our manifest universe. Being gives birth to non-being, sometimes called the Big Crunch. After billions of years of expansion, the universe, having reached its maximum size, contracts back in on itself in a big crunch. The 11th dimension, or yin, becomes dominant, drawing all of being, all matter, all galaxies, all black holes, back into a single unified singularity. This is the moment where all of manifest reality is compressed back into a state of ultimate unity and potential, a return to non-being before, well, the next cycle begins. Thus, non-being and being are not separate. They are, in fact, two inseparable phases of the same eternal process, a cosmic dance where the universe's full manifestation, or being, arises from and eventually returns to its state of pure potential, known as non-being. So, if you think about it, mastering the symphony of reality means exploring the true nature of existence itself. We invite you to join us on this journey. Subscribe to our channel and, well, keep discovering the deeper mysteries of the universe. The Taoist paradox of being and non-being, which once seemed like a baffling philosophical riddle, actually finds a coherent and elegant explanation within the 11-dimensional model. It's not some strange anomaly, rather it's a literal description of the universe's most fundamental cycle. By providing a scientific framework for this timeless wisdom, our model really does demystify the paradox and reveals a universe of ultimate unity, a living, breathing organism perpetually cycling between those two inseparable states of potential and manifestation. The universe, you see, is not born from nothing. It's born from its own potential. It's not destroyed, it's transformed. And by grasping this, we gain a new and profound understanding of our own existence as a part of this eternal, beautiful cosmic dance. If you enjoyed this journey, please like, subscribe, and share the video to help others join in the cosmic dance.